Hello everybody and a warm welcome back. You have joined me on board one of my favorite aircraft. One I've actually held the controls of in my life. This was Chris's plane. This is the PAE Beechcraft Bonanza, the G36. I have it with the tip tanks. There's numerous variants that you get with it. I have already featured this on the channel before. If I can remember, I will put a link up here somewhere for you to it, where I did a flight in it. Needless to say, I love beach Bonanzas. I really do. Even back in the FS9, you know, Century of Flight days and that, I loved the Bonanza. It's just a great use. Again, not a speed demon. You do get a turbo version of this as well that's included. It is native to X-Plane 12, and speaking of native to X-Plane 12, we are going to check out a new airport I just bought from a developer I know them from either X-Plane 11 or in my FSX days, because I took off from Ketchikan, which was my old base, with the VA, and they made an add-on for that airport. We are flying into Sitka, Rocky Gutierrez Airport in southern Alaska. We are doing the LDA 11 approach hence I have the sunshades down. We are on live time. I am not using live weather. Alaska, this time of the year, it's just ugly. And this aircraft does not have anti-ice other than on the prop. And I would never have been able to do this flight with live weather on. So hence, that is the reason why I opted. So what I've done is I've created custom weather with VFR, some sort of scattered-y high clouds kind of thing, and using the NOAA weather plugin from Rudy, which you can get on GitHub. That'll be linked down in the description below. Because I set the temperature to -13 and it has the grid data, we have snow on the mountains. If you're curious about Rocky Gutierrez and who they are, no, they are not a boxer. They are the former mayor of Sitka. Must have been a heck of a mayor to get a freaking airport named after you, especially one as historic as Sitka. If you flew in, was FSX, I'm sure it was FSX. The very first time you booted it up, you had Mr. Machado walking you through how to land your Cessna into this airport. You actually came through we're descending down through the valleys over here and that, and then you came in for an approach into 2.9, and that was your introduction to Microsoft Flight Simulator X. I still think the best version of Microsoft Flight Simulator was Century of Flight, which is FS9, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004. Just for but I mean, I'm biased because I have a passion for vintage and historic aircraft, you know. So obviously it gets my vote. Speaking of votes, I did vote in the Flight Sim Awards. A lot of the ones with Microsoft, obviously, I just said none. I have no skin in the game. I was pleased to see Global Shipping AI get nominated. I did use that, but I didn't vote for it. I chose Say Intentions. I think that was kind of a revelation and a game changer. I thought it was quite spectacular, truth be told. And so I went with that instead. How far are we? Are you going to descend me at all? I guess not. Vertical speed. We will do 700. I will pull the power back. No, we can keep it around there. That should do. And we want to be at 5,500. Had it set for VNAV path, but that was getting a little close. I mean, I don't want to be descending at 1,500 feet a minute. Aircraft. I never flew the PMDG 737. Or I did fly that, sorry, the 777. Or the, you know, any of the Airbuses that came out other than, was it Headwind made it? Or fly-by-wire. I think the A380 was nominated in Freebird category for airplane. I can't stand the A380. I don't care who makes it. Tolis could make it. I really dislike the A380. Give me a 747 any day. And I'm an Airbus guy. I love Airbus. But I just think this A380 is one ugly aircraft. Looks like a clumsy baby albatross on the runway. And I've seen it close up on the tarmac at Vancouver International when I was there with David, my friend, who was one of the ramp managers. And he asked me if I wanted to come down and see it when it was doing its test run. I didn't get close, but I saw it from from the ramp coming into land and taxi and that, and I'm like, that thing just looks like a clumsy, floppy baby albatross. It's like, it's huge. I mean, it's not like, you can't believe the size of it when you see it. It's like, your first thought is, how in heaven's name is that thing able to be airborne? I mean, it's massive. But I don't like it. If I was still flying Microsoft, I'll tell you that MD-11 probably would have got my vote, in all honesty. But I voted for the Flight Factor 777, obviously, because I do own it. I've flown it multiple times on the channel. I have a dedicated playlist just to that aircraft. So it obviously got my vote for that. Freeware plug, I don't know, they should have. How about the Avitab? You know, how about the Zevo mod? You know, I just kind of, you know, winged it. And then we've got what, 55? Yeah, okay. And then I think it's 3,600. If I recall, let's go outside. We got a minute or two. A lot of shipping, no mod needed. Of course, global shipping AI, you get a lot more variation. But I have seen oil tankers and LNG ships and that. I think I saw some maybe crabbers and fishing trawlers. So quite nice. There is no ortho. I'm not using it, and that is because the author has created his own ortho. And so I want to see what NorthernSky has done, so I want their airport to be shown the way it is, because not everybody wants to use ortho. They don't have the drive space, they don't have the computer or graphics to be able to do it. But they could handle just an airport, as opposed to having the, you know, all of North and South America orthos. So I want it to be seen as it would be if you don't use ortho, you don't use ortho for XP. All you have is default terrain data for X-Plane 12. This is what it will look like. There we go. You know, obviously a lot of oil tankers and that up here. You know, it's not called the Alaska Oil Pipeline for no reason. Just saying. And we should be having 3600 pretty soon. Wrong one. Got to do everything on the other one. Altitude. You can't do that either. I hate these things, man, I'm telling you. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, I can't do it here, my bad. There we go. That hasn't changed over yet, so I am going to wait. I want to make sure I get clear of that. I think we would, actually. I don't think that works properly. Probably does, I just don't know how. I'm going to land visual anyway. And according to, what is that saying that Brits and the Aussies like? According to what's printed on the tin, it's got its own custom ortho for the surrounding area of the airport, the harbor, custom objects, full PBR, full ambient occlusion, etc. So we will see how it goes. I am going to do one thing. No, I'm not. I was going to turn shadows up high, but I don't want to risk silly Windows reinstalled in update. I had Windows Update I had removed, but so far, at least for this flight, it, you know, and I rebooted my computer this morning and it installed it again. So yeah, not much I can really do, sadly. So pretty. Back outside. Love this aircraft. Airport is over there. Absolutely awesome. I know I don't fly on the channel up here very often. By the way, Global Forest is installed. Sim Heaven is installed. Again, NOAA weather plugin using an X-Plane 12 default preset of basically high scattered clouds sort of thing. And temperature around -13. I just set altimeter to 299 just to be done with it. Because really it's about the airport, not the weather. But I will turn it to live weather when we get on the ground. Once we land and we get a good look at the airport, I'll put it at night, and then I'll change to live weather. And we'll see what the weather effects on that are like. In real life, currently, it is 5 degrees in Sitka. It's not that much cooler than what it is in Vancouver, which is many, many miles to the south. It's actually rather astonishing, truth be told, that it's +5 in the middle of February in Sitka, Alaska. Okay, and now we need 2400. That'll do. VNAV. Well, it's gonna just do it anyway, so I'll just set it to there. Landing lights are already on and all that. I'm not going to see the airport for landing, am I? Okay, well, as we are coming in for land, auxiliary fuel tank on, landing lights, everything else is all on, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Engine temps are good. Left tank, it's within reason of being the fullest tank. I did empty the tip tanks into the main tank. I probably shouldn't have. But I couldn't see where there was a cross feed. Because normally, you know, you only want a few pounds of fuel in the main tank. And just keep everything else on the tips. Out of the way. I might be able to get away without that, actually. Oh, you're over there now. Okay. Well, at least they work. As you can see, you can put terrain and everything else on. Mixture full rich. Start getting that prop back in. Hopefully the engines aren't too loud for you. Oh. Autopilot off my aircraft. That's just approach flaps. We need to slow down just a bit. So pitch for speed, power for altitude. Just to make sure. Okay, let's get you back. It's been a minute since I've flown this aircraft. Okay, prop and mixture are full. Ah, look at that backdrop. Absolutely beautiful. I know I don't fly on the channel very often up in Alaska, but I tell you, it is a stunning place to fly. And absolutely zero lack of airports. There are airfields everywhere. And I know I'm doing 2 GAs in a row kind of thing, but the thing is, I love flying GA. It's just most people seem to like seeing airliners. Gear down. Gear full. Gear down. And we got flaps down for landing. And we can see we have snow on the airfield, so I'm not really even going to have to do anything. What a backdrop. 2 white, 2 red. A little hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The brakes always with these aircraft. Can I make it? I can. Barely. Welcome to Sitka. I will take you up, obviously. We've got nice puddling. Now, the terminal is, well, I mean, what it says on the tin, it's modeled inside. GA parking is right over here on the right-hand side. But I'm going to go over towards the terminal, obviously. There should be, you know, you're going to have all kinds of local things and that. United States Coast Guard service down there, according to the charts. And GA is right in here, as you see, and down over to the side. And the aircraft is nice. The airport is nice and level, which is always nice. You can go off, you can go off. Let's go over here. What do we got? Not bad. Got some interesting clutter around. I can't recall if I have draw parked aircraft on or not. What else do I want? Strobes off. Landing lights off. Yeah, we don't need the panel and blower and all that stuff. U to there. Let's get the cowl flaps open now. Is that the tower? Could be an unmanned. No, it can't be unmanned. Anyway, here we go. Pull you back a little bit. See. Whoa. Freaky. How did you know I had my glasses on? So, let's go up. As you can see, the the harbor is fully modeled. I'm going to say that's probably a cannery or something right there. That building. We have some docks. And I see an aircraft over there. So if you've got like a Husky or, you know, you've got the default Cessna on floats, or like me, you have the Thuranda Beaver. Definitely, I'm going to be doing a flight in here and just come right in there. I think that's a fishery, a cannery kind of thing, or they bring the fish in for weighing and that, and then, or the crabs. And that, as you can see, the harbor is beautiful and fully detailed. Snow does appear on it, which is nice. And now we will go over here. And let's I seriously don't see a tower. Unless it's that building there. Here we go. What do we have here? Luggage carts and that. I see a restaurant or something in here. Very nice. And here's the main terminal and baggage check-in and everything else like that. They're not animated, so I'm perfectly fine with that. I normally don't do this. Alaska check-in. Beautiful pictures. They're nice and clean, too. There's the inside passage. I swear she told me she was 821. No guns. No guns in Alaska? Seriously? You gotta be kidding me. Everybody's got multiple. Non-smoking. Well, that's just blasphemy. Land side. Got some nice wear and tear on it. Got the flags all animated. They're just doing a nice little dance. And we have another entrance over here. Yeah, I mean, you can see the nice reflections. Okay. Not overdone on the airport, the parking lot. I like that. Beautiful. What a backdrop. Beautiful puddling and reflections. Really nice. Flag of Alaska. And the Old Glory, I believe is what the Americans call it. Delta, Alaska. X-ray machine. Security. Nice view of the tarmac. A respectable amount of ground clutter, but not overdone. And there it is. That is on the charts, and it is in the right position, and it is marked correctly. That is awesome. Hopefully it doesn't cause anything. If it does, I just want to say I'm very happy with the airport. This airport is on sale right now for $12. Now I want to go see if they have Ketchikan on sale. Because they did make Ketchikan, I'm sure of it. You see, it's not a bad amount of ground clutter. Get you more back to here. The night lighting is not overdone. I don't think they do a lot of night operations here. Although that's kind of hard in some ways because, well, I mean, the sun's only up for a few hours a day sometimes. Aero services. And we don't have a plethora of those stupid vehicles driving all over the place. For me, this is a definite keeper. For $12, with the modeled harbor, got a yacht there and everything. I think it looks great. Anyway, folks, that is going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this brief look at Sitka Rocky Gutierrez Airport from NorthernSky Studios. Just because somebody may ask, what is my... I do have live weather and everything on now. 45 frames a second. If you click show more, you will see where you can get this airport, this aircraft, which I have featured the aircraft before. Also where you can get the NOAA weather plug-in, Active Sky, X Enviro, better pushback, ground handling, the Avi, all that stuff. Click show more. You'll find it all linked down below for you. And a link to the .org store where you can get this scenery. When I bought it yesterday, it was $12 US. I think that's, for what you're getting here, I think it's worth $12. Should you buy it? I don't care. I'm happy with it myself. We're agenda free. I don't care if you buy it or not. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. Doesn't suit your needs, that's perfectly fine. My goal is only to show you stuff, not to sell you stuff. You'll also find a link to my Discord, how you can help support the channel, so we can keep bringing you content like this. And you'll also find a link to my computer specs so you can compare it to what your system is and the kind of performance I am getting. Everything is on high. As you see, I had shadows off, ambient occlusion on medium. I may even crank that up a little bit. Everything on high. I don't have draw park aircraft. I don't have enabled 3D vegetation because, and I have disabled SimHeaven's forest because I use Global Forest, which you'll also find linked down below. Until the next time, folks, my name's David. It's been my pleasure to take you on this trip in beautiful southern Alaska into Sitka. Until the next time, I want you to stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up, and I will see you in the skies, on the rails, and on the road. Take care, everybody. Have yourself a great week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you real soon. God bless.